Hi everyone, my name is Jane. Welcome to my channel. This video is going to be an update about my braces journey in Korea. If you'd like to check out my first video, I'm going to link it in the description down below, and you'll be able to find more information about the frequently asked questions about braces in Korea. My news for today is not necessarily good, but I thought that I should share it with you so that you can also learn from my experience and hopefully not do the same mistakes that I did. Because what happened was that I was talking to some of my friends online. We were just chatting, and at the same time, I was eating an apple. And when I bit on that piece of apple, I suddenly felt a sudden sharp pain. I noticed that my lingual retainer had actually come off. So it just snapped. That apple was actually so sweet and delicious. So I kind of forgot about my lingual retainer and just, kept biting and chewing. So what happens when your retainer comes off or breaks? There's pain. It's not long lasting. It is not too sharp, but you'll feel it because there's that sudden sharp pain. For a moment there, I almost heard something snap. I couldn't help it, but I kept touching that other end of the retainer with my tongue. It's sharp and you have to be very careful because it can actually hit your tongue, and that can cause so much trouble. After around the 30 minutes, I could feel a little bit of pressure on the other side of my mouth. The 5 other teeth here are still connected to the retainer, and then the 3 are not. So my middle teeth are like pulling apart. That was Friday night, so I thought I should go to the dentist early in the morning on Saturday, and I checked the schedule. Unfortunately, the dental clinic where I go to opens at 10 o'clock, and that was a problem because I have academy classes on Saturday. I start at 10 o'clock and I finish at 1 p.m. I went to my class and it actually felt terrible. At the end of my class, my tongue was sore. It kept on touching and hitting the other end of my retainer. So I was so relieved when I finally finished my class and I went back to the dental clinic because I made an appointment at 1 o'clock. And I got more bad news when I got there, because when my dentist finally checked out what exactly happened, first she asked me, "Oh, so when did your retainer come off?" And I said, "Just last night." And she told me, "Looks like it had already come off much earlier." And I said, "No, that can't be because I just felt it last night." But what she actually told me was that 2 bonds were already detached from my middle teeth beforehand. And that's why she told me there are a couple of spaces here and here. My front teeth already moved apart, and that affected the growth of my bones. So that was a disappointing news, and she told me that she was just gonna fix the retainer anyway, and another option is to get clear braces. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Invisalign, but that's what I'm gonna get. That was Saturday actually, so she told me to make an appointment and then come back so they can fit me for my clear braces. And the clear braces would cost me $100 monthly. So that's 100,000 won. And she advised me to wear that for at least 3 months. The thing was that I actually noticed this tiny space forming months before. But I thought it was just normal or natural, maybe because my teeth were still moving somehow. But she told me, no, it's not normal. She showed me a before and after photo of my teeth after I finished my braces. They were totally closed like this, and then the after, there were spaces already. My dentist actually looked a little upset as well. I'm not sure if she was upset that she had to fix the retainer again or for some reason, but anyway, she fixed it. Why didn't I come earlier? And I told her that no, because of the coronavirus. I mean, it was quite serious for several months. So after I had my braces and my retainer and my implant was over and nothing was wrong, I did not go back to the dental clinic for a while. So I made another appointment. I came back on Monday, the next week, and they removed that retainer. They had to cut the wire first, and then the noise, the file, the pain, it wasn't fun. So after they removed that bond, or I think that glue, they cleaned my teeth, and that was one of the best feelings ever. I could finally touch the back of my teeth with my tongue, and there's nothing there, and it just felt so good. I felt free. It felt clean. It almost felt like, you know, that feeling that you're having a massage or something, or that refreshing feeling when you are out the whole day on a hot summer day, and then you came back home and then you stepped on the shower. That refreshing feeling, it almost felt like that. So that felt so good. But before I go back to my dentist next week and get my clear braces, I just would like to share with you some of the mistakes that I hope you don't follow, and I hope that you learn from my mistakes. So one is to always keep your follow-up checkup. I know that the coronavirus is a good excuse, but actually that is still just an excuse. There's still social distancing. And the thing is, they are still open. Because the dental clinic is open, it means that they follow safety protocols, and it's actually still safe to go there. And when your dental clinic sends you a message after 3 months or after 6 months, you have to go back. Another one is to avoid eating, especially biting and chewing hard foods. I think that's common sense, but so, you know, don't grab that piece of apple and just start biting on it, because no, this one is trouble. So there's a reason why apple is a symbol of trouble and temptation, even in the Bible. I'm sorry, just kidding. But anyway, it's true. So avoid eating and biting on hard foods, okay? And if you feel or notice anything weird, okay, whether it's pain or spacing or whatever, go to your dentist right away, because even though you can't see anything from the outside, because your lingual retainer is in the inside, it could actually mean that one of those bonds there or glue already came off, and you can't just feel that or see that. So those are some of the things that you have to remember, and I need to remember also after I get my braces again. I'll just give you more update after I get my clear braces next week, but I hope that you learned something from this video. And again, if you are curious about my braces journey and also my dental implant journey, please check out this other video about my dental implant journey in Korea. And if you have any questions about braces and dental implant in Korea, please leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll try my very best to answer your queries or frequently asked questions. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!